In today's video, we're going to talk about towers being gone, what I think the changes that they're going to be doing next should be, the state of current events, and what we're going to be doing in the future in one little consolidated video since I've been gone for so long. So give us a like, give us a comment on what you want to see, and if you feel so inclined, please subscribe. It helps us out a lot. Let's get into it. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Mighty Mouth here, back with another video. So, as you guys have probably heard, I'm a little late to the party, but towers are going bye-bye. So now you're gonna get to the Atlas. You're gonna find a precursor tablet. You can just put that precursor tablet inside the map. It's got a certain number of maps you can run with each precursor tablet. And then when it's done with those charges or uses, it's over with. It just gets destroyed. So I don't know how well received this is going to be because the current in-game system is travel in a direction, find a tower, potentially use Grand Project on it to skip a big section of the Atlas to get to another tower, to put another Grand Project in, to eventually find a Citadel, or to find a 4 or even potentially a 5+ tower setup in order to juice your maps. So basically, you're running maps to find an area suitable to run maps, or an area with unique maps like Fractured Lake or any of the other random assorted maps. But it's kind of like scarabs from PoE now. You just kind of throw these in. Some could have rarity, some have quantity, whatever. And they're going to like 3x all the rolls on it, so you're not feeling like you're missing out on too much. Though I will agree it's going to be a pretty drastic change. I think they may even have to boost it up more than 3x, but who knows? Maybe not. But I think the juicers, like the top 10%, they may find that they're not going to stick around as long because there's no setup process, so you just kind of like run maps for the sake of running maps and finding citadels, and once you find your citadels and you've killed all your pinnacle bosses, the only thing you have left to do is just run maps. There's no real like seeking out the best possible area and just juicing it to the gills and all that. But for like 90% of the player base, I think it's going to be a net positive. So I'm going to go over some of the things I think they're going to be doing, what I think they should be doing, and what we are going to be doing in the future. And while we do that, I'm going to just show you guys some background footage of me just getting clapped by random mobs. And I'm going to keep the volume low so you don't hear me raging out too bad, so I don't have to talk over myself like I talk over everybody else in the live stream because I can't shut up. So stick around and let's dive in. So let's start with like current events. Crafting is easier than it's ever been, which makes people like me who consider themselves pretty craft savvy, it makes it pretty hard to sell items because everybody can craft like mid to great gear. It's just that like 100% perfect gear that you have to spend oodles and oodles of divines in order to make. You have to throw a ton of currency at it. Big risk, big reward. And I just don't feel it's necessary. Like, I almost feel like I should be playing like solo self-found at this point because it's almost like nobody is engaging with the with the crafting slash trading system. I've had tiaras with tri-res on the bottom, 560 energy shield, like really good stuff that just will not sell unless I drop it down to like a div. So while I do find the crafting incredibly entertaining, I find myself doing way more crafting than actually playing the game and basically just rolling items in mass in front of a crowd. But it's fun. I think they're not done yet. They're still cooking. They're gonna be adding new features, new currency, new things because quivers, amulets, and rings I think are in a really weird state. It just kind of, I don't know, they just feel like it's kind of luck of the draw unless you just homogenizing every single item. You just use the homogenizing with like a particular stat that you want, and then you play off that stat to get other stats that you want, and there's still a chance that you don't get it, so then you gotta like annul them off. And I don't know, it's still like rings, amulets, and quivers, I feel, are in a really weird spot. But I would really like to see them optimize the game and do crazy shit like they're doing now, just like 86 in towers. Do more of that. Vast, drastic changes. Like, now is the time to just slash things like, hey, let's try just removing this from the game. If it's not working, if it's not being interacted with, get rid of it. Add something else. Like, just throw content in there, or take things out that are underutilized. But above all else, please look at this footage. Just, we have to be able to play. Like, I died, but I sat there like moonwalking, rolling backwards for forever. So
There's a div in there somewhere.
I feel like those type of changes are something they need to do. Optimization. Now, in the future, starting today, we're going to be leveling a blood mage using the ice tomb armor that scales your thorns based on your maximum mana. We're going to be using mind over matter to basically make our mana pool our health pool, using midnight braid to get damage taken recouped as mana, and then getting some rolls of that in the passive tree and on our gear and other things, and just like stacking mana as high as we possibly can. I don't know exactly how high we're going to be able to get it and still use like a decent weapon and have like the dex and strength that we need for other things, and like stack as much int as we can get to get maximum mana pool. But I'm trying to get 100% bleed chance as well, which is also going to be pretty freaking hard. But I think it's achievable. And then after we do that, we're going to be jumping into hardcore with the great Seijin. I think Smith Game is going to be in. My buddy Bone's going to be in. We might even have a couple more people. I don't know if we're going to be able to pull off a 6-man playthrough in hardcore group found, as we call it. We can only trade amongst the group, and we can only craft and engage with items in the group, bases that we find, things of that nature. So stay tuned in the coming weeks. Hopefully I get shifted off a third shift back on first shift, and we can get to a more consistent grind. I miss you guys. I really need to get back in the swing of things and be more consistent. But I do have something to show you guys. Right here, a subscriber by the name of Rum made me this rug, and we were trying to hang it up, and I was going to hang it up to shoot this video behind me above that lamp, but it fell down when I started recording. This thing is super dope. So I'm probably going to put a link to his website in the bottom of this video, and if you guys like what you see, you should definitely grab you a rug. They're pretty, I don't know if I was standing on, completely customizable. You can just send him an image of what you want in email or text or whatever, and he'll chop it up with you, figure out the exact details, and he'll get you taken care of. So other than that, I don't really have much. I want to kind of keep this video short, and let's get grinding. So you already know what it is. You are enough. Stay blessed, and as always, stay mouthy, and we'll see you on the next video.